All right, today we're going to dive into something, well, pretty fascinating. It's a physical sensation that I bet almost every single one of you has felt, but maybe you've never really thought about what it is. It's this feeling that, believe it or not, holds the key to unlocking a seriously profound state of awareness. And the best part? All it takes is the breath you're using right now. So, think about it for a second. After a long, deep sigh of relief, or maybe at the end of a big yoga breath, have you ever felt that? That momentary, kind of light, tingling, almost floating feeling that just washes over you for a second? It's a super common experience, right? But it's not meaningless. Not at all. In fact, it's a gateway.
So what is that feeling? It's not just in your head. It turns out this little sensation actually has a name, and just understanding what it is, well, that's the very first step on a really interesting path.
And that name is Zacal. Yeah, Z-A-Q-A-L. It's the official term, if you will, for that exact moment. That feeling of floating, of tingling, of sudden mental clarity that happens in the pause, right after you've completely emptied your lungs. So see, it's not some random glitch. It's a real, recognized physiological event. One of the best ways I've heard Zacal described is like this. It's not just some vague feeling. It's a distinct tingle in your body, the sense that you're floating on water. But here's the cool part. It comes with a feeling of internal strength and organization. It's like for just 1 second, your whole inner world just clicks into place. And that's a sign that something pretty significant is happening.
Okay, so what's actually going on inside our bodies to create this Zagal moment? This isn't woo-woo stuff. It's straight up biology. Let's break down the science behind that simple sigh of relief. This feeling happens because 4 things are going on almost at the exact same time. First, that long exhale literally triggers your parasympathetic nervous system. Think of it as your body's brake pedal. At the same time, it releases all that pent-up physical tension from your chest and your diaphragm. This combo creates a really brief positive buzz in your brain, a neurological flash, and it all signals this state of mind-body coherence. Basically, it's a sign that your frantic, noisy mind is finally starting to quiet down. Let's put it this way. Most of us, most of the time, are living in the sympathetic state. That's the gas pedal. We're stressed, we're tensed, we're in fight or flight mode. That deep exhale and the Zacal feeling it creates is one of the fastest ways to slam on the brake pedal and shift your entire system into the parasympathetic state. This isn't just about feeling relaxed. It's a profound physiological reset button. Okay, so we know what Zacal is, we know why it happens. Now for the really exciting part. How do we actually harness it? Because this isn't just a passive thing that happens to us. It's a state we can create on purpose and then use. And this is the basic technique. It's so simple. After you inhale for 4 seconds and hold for 2, you're going to exhale slowly for about 6 to 8 seconds. But here it is, the most important part. Step 5, the pause. At the very, very bottom of that exhale, when your lungs are empty, you do nothing. You just stop. You simply notice that floating Zacal sensation and you wait. You wait for your body to automatically decide when it's time to breathe in again. That little pause, that's where all the magic is. Now, once you get comfortable with that basic practice, you can start to use that pause a little more intentionally. So during that Zacal float, you can focus your awareness, maybe on your chest or on the spot between your eyebrows. The idea is to send a silent question into that space. Something like, what do I need to understand? Or maybe you set an intention like, allow my body to reorganize. You're not looking for some big answer in words. You're just dropping a little query into that quiet, receptive space and noticing any sensations that come up, like warmth or a vibration. And if you do this consistently, it leads somewhere really profound. We're moving way beyond simple relaxation now. We're talking about getting into a state where you can literally interact with your body's basic operating system. This is all about unlocking your own inner code. This advanced state of consciousness, the one you access through that gateway of Zacal, it's known as the 0-point state. So what on earth is the 0-point state? Well, it's not sleep, and it's not just zoning out. It's a moment of total mental silence. The part of your brain that's always chattering and analyzing, it just stops. But your awareness, it becomes incredibly sharp, pure, totally ignited. You stop thinking about things, and you just start perceiving them directly. So what's actually possible in this state? I mean, the documented outcomes are pretty astonishing. Physically, people have talked about being able to reprogram their body's base functions, like course-correcting their own nervous system.
Emotionally, it's been used to decode and just release really deep-seated fear. And mentally, it can lead to something called direct knowing, where insights and answers just appear, fully formed without you having to think your way there. It's a state of deep connection that some even say can shift your entire perception of time and reality itself. Now, I know this might sound super advanced, like something only a monk on a mountaintop could do, but it's not. There is a clear, totally manageable path to experiencing it. And it's not about forcing anything. It's about being consistent and just letting the stages unfold on their own. This chart here kind of lays out a realistic timeline, assuming you're doing this practice daily. That first Zakal tingle, you'll probably feel that in your first few sessions. That evolves into a deeper feeling of harmony and warmth in about a week. And then, brief flashes of that 0 point state, they can start showing up in just 10 to 14 days. It's a journey for sure, but it's a structured one with clear milestones. The real secret is consistency, not trying too hard. So here's the bottom line. That fleeting little sensation you've probably felt your whole life and never thought twice about, it's not random. It's a key. It is a direct invitation from your own body to access a deeper level of control, of awareness, and of intelligence. The only real question left is, are you ready to take control?